Whoa. Yeah. Yeah, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin', man? What's poppin'? I came on a little bit early, pause. Want to make sure I holler at my people. You understand me? Let a few of y'all join. You understand? Let a few of y'all join. I come here tonight to preach the gospel. You understand? To preach the gospel. A lot been going on, and I felt like I'm the only one can tell it like it need to be told. I feel like I'm the only one can tell it how it need to be told. So as you get the notification, make sure you hit the like button as you join. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you hit the like button as you join. Lee, what's happening, my brother? Shout out to you for calling yesterday, Lee. Denzel, what's popping, brother? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? We got to get Bill up out of here. We got to get Bill up out of here. It's critical. Whoa, what's happening? Look, whoa, what's that, T? Look, it's critical. It's no longer a laughing matter. It's no longer a laughing matter. He's a menace to society. He's a motherfucking menace to society. You know what I'm saying? And look, tonight, no subject is off limits. It's whatever y'all want to talk about. No subject off limits. We're going to go about an hour and we're going to get into this shit, man. Now, look, I know it's been a lot of people, they disappointed. You know what I'm saying? They dreading moving forward with the season because they think it's going to be more of the same old, same old. Now, I want to give you a little bit of hope. Let me give you a little bit of hope. And make sure you smash that like button as you join in. Give you a little bit of hope. Some of the issues are very easily correctable, right? Very easily correctable. T5 the Great, what's happening, brother? William Jeremiah Green. Ain't his middle name Julius? Ain't his middle name Julius? His name Jeremiah? Nah, Willie, he don't strike me as a Jeremiah. Jeremiah a little too urban for Willie. He's a Julius, right? Now, when I say some of the issues are easily correctable, when you go back, right? You go back just to the last game. Now, this petty shit that Willie Green got going on with Jordan Poole, this personal vendetta that he got against Jordan Poole, which I think is total whole shit personally. Do your job, let the man do his job, right? Do your job, let the man do his job. And we'll get into their personal issue in a minute now. But when I say some of the issues are easily correctable, it's like, yo, brother, just don't do this. You see this? You starting Jeremiah Fez. Now, I don't have an issue with Jeremiah Fez starting. My issue is, why are you starting Herb Jones also? You understand me? Like, the clear solution for the entire season has been, yo, Herb got to come out the starting lineup. There's no spacing on the floor. No one has any room to operate. You got one shooter out there in Trey Murphy, and they running him off the line because they don't have to worry about anyone else from beyond the arc, right? You so petty, you take Jordan Poole out the starting unit. You keep Herb Jones in the starting unit. You know, no disrespect to Herb, but teams are totally ignoring Herb Jones from beyond the arc. Case in point, look at this. Look at this, right? Three and a half defenders guarding Zion. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander is being hidden on Herb Jones. His back is turned to Herb Jones. He not worried about Herb whatsoever. You got Jalen Williams right there guarding, it's either Williams or Wallace, guarding the pass to Trey Murphy, right? If just in case Zion tried to kick out the Trey, he like, nah, I got you, bitch. Don't even think about it. Look at Herb. No one's guarding him. And this is after he hit 2 threes. You still not guarding him, right? In fact, you like, yo, take 3 more of them bitches. Keep shooting. Go, just shoot till you get tired. Like, that because that means better shooters and better offensive players aren't getting those opportunities, right? It's another example right here, right? Now, y'all know that Eve got put out there bad with that screenshot. I didn't like that. I thought that was kind of tacky personally. That's just my perspective. It's not something I would do, right? People do what they want to do. So after Eve get put out with that screenshot, the following game versus Nikola Jokic, DeAndre Jordan is starting. Eve is coming off the bench. DeAndre Jordan is starting. Right? The following game after that, DeAndre Jordan don't get no minutes against the Clippers. His former team, because some people was like, well, maybe he's starting against the Denver Nuggets because that's his former team. The Clippers, his former team too. He played way longer with the Clippers while he didn't start in that game. Not only did he not start, he ain't get no run, period. They ain't play him, period. He ain't get no run. OKC running two big lineups. Even though they missing Chet, they still running like with Hartenstein, and they have like a traditional four out there at times. Why you ain't send him out there? You getting killed on the boards. Why you ain't send DeAndre Jordan out there? Because you only played DeAndre Jordan because you trying to fuck over Eve. You trying to drop your nuts on Eve a little bit. You understand me? It's all personal, petty shit. Lim, what's popping? Know your chop, what's popping? Who else in the building? Brock's Life, what's popping? See, it's all type of petty, personal vendettas. And this is not the first time that this is going on. Right? Trey Murphy and Willie, they haven't had a great relationship for years. As some of you may already know. Now, on top of that, I think people misunderstand what needs to happen. Ideally, you get a good coach. Ideally. But realistically, you just need a competent motherfucker. This is a motherfucker who not going to put one of the most, I guess, prolific rim scorers on the floor with three other non-shooters. And then with Jordan Poole, they not just bringing Jordan Poole off the bench. Because you might could justify that and say, well, look, man, we just wanted to switch it up and change the tempo. That way we got more offense with that second unit. You might could justify that. No, Jordan Poole is like, he not the sixth man. He not the seventh man. He like the eighth person coming off the bench. No way to get in the rhythm. Then you plan on with, I don't even understand these rotations. This shit is ridiculous. 1 minute, Derek Queen playing. He has back-to-back good games, right? Has one bad game. He not seeing the floor no more. Okay, I understand you want to give Kevon Looney some run, but OKC is killing you on the boards. You don't think you should switch to a two-big lineup to combat what they're doing on the offensive boards? Wouldn't a competent coach do that? Wouldn't a coach who doesn't have a personal vendetta make that adjustment? You know what I'm saying? Like, isn't this the low-hanging fruit? I'm not a big fan of Borrego, right? And I've expressed that several times. I don't feel either way about him. I'm pretty like neutral to him, honestly. But if Borrego just corrected the adjustments alone, you're in a much better place. Not only that, right? Let me put y'all on some game. Put y'all on some game here. If you follow me, you know I ain't really been fucking with the Joe Dumars hire this entire time. In fact, some people was a little upset about that. They was like, well, damn, Chaz, you're not even giving them a chance and all this shit. I'm like, yeah, I hear you. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. Right? Let me see how this plays out. When he traded the Indiana pick, I did a show. Y'all might have saw that show. I said, yo, this is a disaster. This is a disastrous decision. No matter how this ends up, this is a terrible decision that a competent GM just can't make. You can't do that. Can't do it. Right? Now, keep in mind that pick was top 4 protected, right? So it wasn't, you had no chance of it being pick 1. But if it was pick 5, you would have been happy with that, or pick 7, whatever. You would have been happy with that because you just drafted Jeremiah Fields at pick 7, even though every draft is different. So you don't get it fucked up though. You drafted Jackson Hayes at pick 8. So you drafted Kyra Lewis at 13. You drafted, who else you drafted at 13? You drafted Null at 17? So historically, this organization ain't like been hitting draft picks out of the park any motherfucking way. So I don't know where this narrative comes from that, oh, we would have did the right thing with that pick. It's like, yeah, in an ideal world, but I don't know. Not only that, who you got? Jordan Hawkins, was he pick 14? So you ain't got no history of knocking these picks out of the park, if we being honest. But you would rather have the pick than not have it, right? So some of the shit people saying about Joe Dumars, there's no way to defend him trading that unprotected first, period. But some of the shit they've been saying about Joe Dumars, to me, it seemed like it was pre-scripted. I ain't gonna hold you. It seemed like it was pre-scripted. Because when you cover the Pelicans, mind you, it's a small organization, and everybody kind of know everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? People just know everybody. So David Griffin, he had a lot of personal relationships with people who like cover the team. Personal as far as like, I'm gonna throw you a bone every once in a while, say nice things about me, shit like that. And Joe Dumas don't necessarily have those relationships. So every mistake he makes is going to be super duper magnified compared to the mistakes that David Griffin made. Now let's go through the list of mistakes David Griffin made, and I'm going to tell you why I'm giving you this list. Check this out. David Griffin, he kept Drew Holiday for a little too long. That's when he was like, "Oh, this is going to be Drew Holiday's team." And Drew Holiday, you know, he needs permission to dominate. He's going to be MVP, right? That's what he said. Crazy. Then he said he traded the number 4 pick, got 8 and 17, drafted Jackson Hayes and Nickeil Alexander-Walker. Neither one of those players saw second contracts with the Pelicans. Drafted Kyra Lewis over Therese Maxey. And even when he drafted Jackson Hayes, Darius Garland was right there. Drafted Kyra Lewis over Therese Maxey. That's 2 all-star point guards you passed up on. They drafted Dyson Daniels because they wanted Dyson Daniels to be the point guard of the future. We know that's not the case with Dyson. Dyson is an incredible on-ball defender. Dyson is the same player he's always been. He's just not good offensively. It just is what it is. Drafted Jordan Hawkins in the lottery. Mind you, in that draft, now if you follow me, you know I wanted them to trade that pick for the number 2 or 3 pick. It would have probably been 2 because I think Charlotte had more interest in Brandon than Portland did, right? I wanted them to trade that pick, get Scoot Henderson, get some expiring salary from Charlotte, like take on Gordon Hayward's contract, trade that expiring salary, and maybe get Mark Williams in the deal. Passed on that, decided to keep Brandon Ingram for another year, which turns out to be a disaster, and ends up drafting Jordan Hawkins in that draft. Devontae Graham. So we did a sign and trade with Devontae Graham for a first. Structured that contract perfectly because at one point it was like a $15 million, it was like a $12 million non-guaranteed deal. But of course, the team sucked. Luxury tax didn't work out, so you end up pretty much paying 4 second-round picks. 4 second-round picks to get rid of Devontae Graham to the San Antonio Spurs for Josh Richardson. Willie Green opts to play Josh Richardson over Trey Murphy. Pelicans fall out of contention for the playoffs. Shit's a disaster, right? You hire Willie Green. You hire Willie Green at the not specifically the request of Brandon and Josh Hart. What I mean by that is they didn't say Willie Green, go get Willie Green, but you hire someone to match their temperament. And what I mean by match their temperament is you hire someone that's not going to yell at them or coach them hard. Pause, right? It's dumbest shit ever, right? Dumbest shit ever. Zion's not even in the equation. And to me, that's the first domino of this organization just totally falling off, right? Could have traded Lonzo Ball for Lauri Markkanen. Didn't do it. Went into the offseason, ended up trading Lonzo for fucking Tomas Satoransky and Garrett Temple, right? Had a offer for a second round pick for Najee, let Najee walk. Had an offer for a second for Javonte Green, let Javonte Green walk. Gave Jose a fucking player option on his extension. No one else on the Pelicans, no other player on the Pelicans, not Zion, not Trey. I don't think Herb does. I'm not sure yet. I gotta look at Herb's extension. Not who else? Kevon Looney, Jordan Poole. None of these motherfuckers. CJ didn't have one. Brandon didn't have one. None of these guys had player options, right? You give Jose Alvarado a fucking player option. For what? To what end? Why? Inexplicable. Inexplicable, bro. Inexplicable. Whoa, what up, Shane? Let me shout out some of the people in here. Shane in the building, Denzel, Brox. Yo, make sure everybody hitting that like button as you join in. I started early, so some people might be a little late to the stream, but we're going to keep on rocking, right? I say all this to say this, right? When people talk about how this roster doesn't have depth and how Joe Dumas built a lopsided roster or what have you, right? And I'm not defending Joe Dumas. My thing is, bro, you missed on like 4 or 5 lottery picks. You kept missing in the draft. That's where your fucking depth is supposed to come from. That's how you get depth, right? By hitting in the draft and by trading those players who like you kind of hit on to get better players, to go get superstars. If you hit on Jackson Hayes, pause, then you got a center, or if you wanted to trade him for a superstar, you would be able to do that. That's how you get depth, right? But since the last guy fucked it all up, if you Joe Dumars, look at the roster you inherited. You inherited the Dejounte with a fucking torn Achilles, right? On with 2 years left on this deal at $30 million. You inherit CJ's deal you gotta move off of. You inherit you didn't get nothing from the Brandon trade. The fucking Bruce Brown, Kelly Olynyk, and first, and Bruce Brown walked in free agency. You didn't inherit anything. Right? This is a multi-year process. What makes it bad is that there never was not even a traditional teardown. You never moved on from the last regime because Willie Green is still here. Willie Green is a part of the last regime. This is extremely simple, and I think more people get it than they're leading on. I think a lot of it is politics. In fact, I'm gonna tell you, it is politics because. Look, I'm gonna spill the beans on a couple things with y'all. Man, shout out to Brad in the building. Shelby, what up, Shelby? Brian, what's happening, man? Shout out to all y'all. So recently, in the last few days, everybody been talking about Willie Green getting fired. You gotta fire Willie Green. So I don't know if any of y'all. Whoa, what up, B Timer? Shout out to you. I don't know if any of y'all follow me on Twitter, right, or X or whatever, right? But if you do, if you don't, it's at Cheddar Chaz, CheddChaz, right? Whoa, Brad, what's happening? Right? So I did a video. I'm like, nah. Sam, what up, my brother? So I'm like, nah, something not right. This organization, this particular administration has been too quiet. Like they play shit too close to the vest to let certain shit get out. Like, you know what I'm saying? To let that get out, nah, something not right. So somebody hit me up and it was like, look, man, whoa, what's happening? Spectacular Insight, Fresh Coat, what's popping with y'all, man? Hope y'all doing well. Pelicans Nola, what's happening with your homie? But yeah, look, so they hit me up. They like, look, man, yo, Brian, whoa, what up, B-Dub? What's happening with you? Mimicking the government, what's happening, brother? Oh, they definitely need an audit ASAP. So Brian, that's what I'm thinking, intentional leak, right? Because just like with the mandate of trading Zion and keeping Willie Green, when that got out and Joe came out and shut that down, even though there probably was some truth to it, right? But clearly Zion is still here. Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe they couldn't get what they wanted for him. Who knows? Right? But a person hit me up. They was like, look, bro, that shit going on with Willie Green getting fired, I think they trying to burn somebody. I think they putting that out there so a motherfucker can report it. And when it don't happen, they look stupid. I'm like, yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, honestly, because too many people knew about it. Everybody, like people who, like just regular people was hitting me up like, yo, between me and you, Willie about to get fired. I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? Most hated, what's happening, brother? Like, I'm like, damn, what the fuck going on? Everybody hitting me up. Like, people I ain't talked to in a minute hitting me up like, yo, man, what's up? I heard whatchamacallit about to get fired, man. What's the word on that? I'm like, man, I'm hearing the same thing you hearing. Ashton, what's popping, bro? I'm hearing the same thing you hearing. But I'm also hearing that, the shit ain't real. Like, I'm hearing that they trying to, get somebody to go jump out the window and expose their hand. They might be trying to find the leak. So as you see today, nothing happened. Right? Now that don't mean nothing won't happen tomorrow or the day after. But for the people who jumped out the window and was stumped down, yo, he getting fired in the morning. Keep your motherfucking man, turn your motherfucking phone alerts on, cuz. I put that on everything. He getting fired on my motherfucking kids, nigga. And you wake up today and this nigga at practice like nothing happened. Then motherfucker, they trying to kick the can. Motherfucker like, wait to after practice. Cause Mike Brown, he was here till practice. Then he did an interview. Then they fired him. I'm like, right. Look, man, if you don't wake up, what Biggie say, wipe the coal out my eye. See who's this paging me and why. If you don't wake up and Willie Green fired, get the fuck out of here. Like, just get out of here. Yeah, B-Dub, motherfucker showing all his teeth. Yeah, this is part of the job, goofy bitch. But yeah, bro, like, what the fuck is that a smile about? The fuck you happy for? You know what I'm saying? Hollywood, what's happening? You see? Yeah, look, They was trying to find a mole, right? Like B Dub said. No, who said that? My bad. Brian. Like Brian was said, look, they trying to find the mole. Hollywood. They trying to find the mole. And I don't know if they narrowed it down just yet, but they know who they pigeon is. They know who to feed information to, and they know he gonna report it. That's all I'm saying. Y'all put two and two together. Cause hey, you know what I'm saying? That's why you notice I was like, I don't know. I don't think it's happening to me. Because I I just know the game. Like I know how this shit go, bro. Like it was a reason that people wasn't really reporting negative things about Dave. And David Griffin did some cool shit. Everything he did wasn't bad. But there was a reason why people wasn't reporting negative shit about David Griffin until David Griffin was gone. Because David Griffin he used to feed people information. Like, yo, man, between me and you, da-da-da. Like, little small shit. David Griffin also had people in the media feeding him information. Like, yo, so with like people on the team, they be wanting to know what people in the media are hearing too. Like, they'll be like, yo, what's up with this, man? What's the word? Like, how people feeling about this, and this? I'm telling you, this is a dirty game. And it's a small team, small city. So everybody playing politics, right? Now that Joe is here, motherfuckers a little closer to the vest because it's like, well, I'm here. I could wipe all this shit out if shit go wrong. I'm gonna probably outlast the next coach or whoever, right? Let me see here. It's a spectacular. Say we got a 13-game losing streak. What's the record for most losses in a row in the season? Ironically, if I'm not mistaken, is it 19? Ironically, I think Joe Dumars has that record. But that's when, like, the Pistons was trying to lose and shit. Sam Winter say Zion definitely faking a hammy. Could be. It also could be, with Zion, they be doing, like, different shit. Like, sometimes he might get stealth disciplined. Like, oh, yo, you sitting down tonight. Sometimes it might be a situation like, all right, this next game, for example. Yeah, they should be super desperate. But it's also the front end of a back-to-back. So, I don't really know. I don't really know how they playing it. Because to me, I'm sure all the players on one accord, like, man, this motherfucker gotta go. And I'm sure they made that known going into the season, like way before the season started, honestly, bro. Because I've talked to a couple, not players, but I've talked to a couple people myself, and they just like, yo, this ain't gonna work. This is before the season even started. Frost, it was had my brother. He like, this before the season even started. They was like, man, fuck that dude. I can't believe they keeping that dude. This ain't gonna work. This ain't gonna work. People fuck with me because they know I'm gonna keep it real. And I ain't no old, guess what I heard? I ain't no old gossipy ass motherfucker like that. Like, I don't do all that. I'll never burn nobody who tell me nothing. But still, people like, man, this shit ain't gonna work, man. That dude a lame. No, none of us fuck with him. It ain't gonna work. Man, hold up. Look at how my brother, shout out to my brother Eve Meesey. Look at how Eve looking at this dude, bro. Look at how Eve looking at this dude. Look at this dude. Motherfucker look like his favorite color is 3. Look at this dude. Like, dog, come on, dog. Eve looking at this dude like, I can't believe. And look who he coaching, Jordan Hawkins. Eve looking at Hawkins and Willie like, boy, you ain't gonna get me. You is not gonna get me. Look at him. Look at him. Definitely grew up eating paint chips. Definitely grew up eating paint chips. What the fuck is wrong with this guy, man? Hold on, because Spectacular had a question. I don't want to miss his question. He said, shut up. How much do players know what's going on in the front office and behind the scenes? Players be knowing a lot, bro. Players be knowing a lot. It's a situation where here's the thing. Players who come from other organizations where things were done right, they feel one of two ways when they come to the Pelicans. Either one, they like, man, what the fuck is this? Like, nah, this ain't how it's supposed to be. That's how Rajon Rondo was. And you got somebody like, B.I., respect to him. He's like, boy, I could get away with murder here. They ain't got no rules around this bitch. Oh, yeah. Like, that's kind of, they're going to feel one or two ways about it. You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Let me answer some of y'all questions, man. Hold on, I'm over here yapping and shit. Let me see what's going on with the family. Pelicans Flock said these brothers playing like they are sick and tired of them. And most of these dudes are new to the motherfucking team. That's the thing, bro. It don't take long to recognize incompetence, bro. It really don't. And then they talk like, yo, man, what's up with old boy? Is he good? Like, this motherfucker lame, dog. Like, the league is small, bro. Like all these dudes, it's a fraternity. They all talk. All the coaches talk. And these coaches, a lot of them don't make a ton of money. They like regular ass people. You're gonna see them. Everybody not in Whole Foods. You're gonna see them motherfuckers at the Piggly Wiggly. You're gonna see them at the Piggly Wiggly with a EBT card. Like, yo, what's going on with your bro? Like, it ain't hard to run into these dudes and pick their brain, bro. It really ain't. It really ain't. Like, come on. Let me say, Brad Force, I couldn't imagine being this bad in my job, bro. I'm talking about getting away with bloody, just murder, right? Just getting away with it. Chris laughing. Yeah, bro, it's terrible, dog. The Spectacular Insight said we got that 19-game losing streak in the bag. Might be 30 with Willie. I see this, and now this is where I gotta put some of the onus on the players too. Yo, shout out to my daughter, Know Your Shot family. Make sure y'all smash that like button, hit subscribe, hit that bell notification, just in case you're not getting the notifications, and shut it live if you can. But this is the thing with the players too. Y'all knew what y'all was getting. I mean, y'all knew what y'all was getting yourselves into. And this is why you make the big bucks. So a thing I like with Trey today, Trey took some accountability and some ownership. Like, look, at the end of the day, it's on us to figure it out on our own. That's what he said. And that's real. Because, you know what I'm saying? You got high expectations. You've been given a lot of respect. You've been given a lot of credit for your performance last year before the injury. I know it's tough, dog. It's tough when you looking at defenses like this. Hold on. It's tough when you seeing shit like this, bro. It's tough because you like, what more can I do? But you better figure out a way to do more. Look at this, dog. What are you supposed to do in this situation? What are you supposed to do? But you got to figure out a way to do more. It's tough. It sucks, dog. It's terrible, but you got to figure out a way to do more. Like Zion, 27 points. I'm sorry. You got to score 35. It is what it is. No, actually, I'm not sorry. But you got to score 35. I know. It's 1-on-4. Who gives a fuck? Would it be easier if Jordan Poole was out there? Yes. Would it be easier if you had multiple shooters out there who people actually feared? Yes. Look, there's a reason that Trey Murphy's best game came when Sadiq Bey was in the starting lineup. When he scored like his best offensive game. When he scored like 20 plus points. I think he scored like 25. Right? It's because you had more space in the lineup. You couldn't just run him off the line because he could kick it to Bay. He could kick it to Jordan Poole. Zion could crash baseline. It's a lot of different things you could do. But when you running out Yves Messi, Herb Jones, Jeremiah Fears, who I think is doing the best he can, Jeremiah Fears, and Zion and one shooter, what are you trying to lose? What the fuck? Now remember, homie, he real good friends with Chauncey Billups and Ty Lue. It's a coincidence. It's a coincidence. I'm not saying nobody doing nothing. I'm just saying it's a hell of a coincidence. And I hope them people listening. I hope them people watching this show. Hey, I hope them people watching this show. You understand me? Shane, what'd you say? He says, anyone close to requesting a trade at this point? I can see Zion or Poole asking out. Not that I know of necessarily for us requesting a trade, but I know that Trey Murphy been frustrated for quite a long time. He been frustrated for quite a long time. P. Fowler, how you doing, sister? He been frustrated for a long time. So I wouldn't be shocked if he just like, because he the one that got a bit more like, him and Poole got a bit more, they're a little more proactive, I would say. Whereas Zion, he kind of just like, man, I still got Jordan money. Fuck everybody. Like, he too lackadaisical. Like, for a shit like that. Them dudes, Jordan Poole is the only person on this team that's like confrontational. Because I don't know exactly what he told Willie, but Jordan Poole gave Willie Green a piece of his mind prior to that Celtics game. And the only reason that Jordan Poole started that Celtics game is because Zion, was hurt. So Zion had to sit down. But if Zion wasn't hurt, Jordan Poole would have been benched then. Just like Eve Messi was benched then for that screenshot. You understand? So it's a lot of politics and shit going on. And this ain't the Willie Green that got into it with players like 3 or 4 times. I don't know how the motherfucker's still here, to be honest. Like that really shows gross incompetence from ownership standpoint. Also, keep in mind, if you ownership and you already got the representation of being a questionable ownership, everybody in the NBA, if y'all notice, family, all of the national media people, they all like Willie Green. No one ever says anything negative about Willie Green. It's the most bizarre shit ever. I don't know if they treat him like Forrest Gump and they're like, oh, bless his heart, bless his little heart, he doing the best he can. It's like, no, what the fuck? Motherfucker been on the team for a long time now. What the fuck you talking about? Right? So I don't know why they give Willie Green the passes they give him, bro. Because it's sheer incompetence. There's no way you could watch this and think like, oh, it's just because they're missing someone, or oh, it's just because of this. No, it's like, bro, he's awful. Right? Jordan Poole said himself. Jordan Poole was like, yo, when I wanted to get a playing style, I went to one of the assistant coaches. He probably talking about Borrego. Right? Zion and all them dudes, they working with Borrego after hours. They not working with Willie like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? What Willie gonna teach a motherfucker? He probably know more about basketball than average Joe motherfucker like me. But shit, maybe not. Maybe not, because I wouldn't dare put no shit like this on the court. Hold on. Let me see if I can show y'all this again. If it come, I wouldn't dare do nothing like this. I mean, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck is this? Like, on the real, son, like, I don't know how Zion be managing to score. I really don't know how he be managing to score, bro. Like, you talking about 1-on-4, and like, I don't get it, dog. I don't get it. Hold on, let me get to some of y'all questions, man. Derek said Poole told him the truth, I'm sure. Oh yeah, he probably said, you don't know what the fuck you doing. He probably told him in front of everybody. Like whatever with John Morant. John Morant probably told his coach, bitch, is you crazy? I'll be here way longer than you. He probably just flashed out on him. Let me see. Inside said, was Zion really hurt during that game or drunk? He definitely wasn't drunk. I ain't heard nothing about him being drunk. What did I hear? I heard that it was like semi-precautionary. Because it was like, when you go back, watch the putback dunk, and his foot went like this real fast. Like it twists real fast, the top of the foot. And he was like he winced during that quarter, and he played through it. And he was like a couple days later, it was like he kind of flared up, but he told them like late. He told them like right before practice. So motherfucker was like, why you ain't been say something? So I don't really know if it was legitimate or like just precautionary, but I did see the injury myself. It wasn't like a phantom injury, like whatever this hamstring is. They say, is it confirmed that Messi was benched from that screenshot? I was told that it was seen, that people saw it. I was told that people saw it. And look, somebody probably from there was that Nazilla? Somebody from the Pelicans is probably watching this show right now. Because they see everything. Like when I tweet something, they see it. When anybody from the show tweets something, they see it. There's some stalking ass bitches. It just is what it is. What they say? Happy hoes ain't hating and hating hoes ain't happy. That's some hating ass hoes, man. I'm telling you. I wouldn't lie to you. The Pelican Flock say, we saying Eve got benched for what? There was a post put up criticizing Willie Green. Eve Messi liked the post. Now, y'all know likes aren't visible on X. So the person who put the post up screenshotted that Eve liked the post. And they pinned it to the top of their Twitter account. Someone from the Pelicans saw Eve like this post. And as a result, Eve was reprimanded. That's why I was like, I don't know, bro. I people do what they want. I can't tell motherfuckers doing their page. Let me say, who else? Brian say the problem is on airline. Absolutely. Absolutely. Frosty said it takes Zion to go to Gale and say he got to go. Honestly, that's really what it is, dog. You would have, that's really like how you going to do it. That's really how you would have to do it. Bird Talk say they say Z got the most fouls called. He SGA this year. Hey, he gotta start knocking them motherfucking free throws down. Because if you Zion, you're not getting that many opportunities. But the crazy thing is this, Bird Talk. Zion scores exclusively at the rim. You got Austin Reeves shooting 20 plus free throws. Like Zion scores exclusively at the rim. Zion should average like 17 free throws a game. He scores exclusively at the rim. Exclusively at the rim. And I'm not even talking about end of the game, motherfuckers, doing hack and shack or end of the game. You up some motherfucker foul and trying to play the free throw game, which you'd stop the clock. What the fuck? Like what the fuck? Nigga, he getting knocked to the ground damn near every drive. It's a foul. Like what the fuck? But is a Bill Green not getting fired after the Denver game was all we needed to know. Bro, look, I think I tweeted that. I said the fact that we didn't wake up to Willie fired, so it's a bad omen. It's a bad omen because at that point, what more do you need to see? The players say, "Fuck this." Like, you know what I'm saying? What do you need to see? At that point, Jordan Poole was benched for no apparent reason. You know what I'm saying? Hawkins, who you just gave an extension to, he's not playing anymore. Jose is playing. Jose has been not good. Micah Peavy still hasn't played. You took Derek Queen out of the rotation. Like, and the crazy thing is, bro, the Pelicans have been in all of these games, with the exception of probably OKC. The Pelicans have been in all of these games. Yeah, at a certain point, the game gets away from them when they just let go of the rope. But it's like, wait, it's not like a talent issue. It's a what the fuck are you doing issue. It's not even a talent issue. Motherfuckers just don't care no more. Like, they're not even caring about trying out there. Because they defeated. They clearly feel defeated. Look, like I told you, I'm cool with some of the players. I bought this for the players. I'm going to start handing them out before the next home game. This is bitch be gone spray, right? Eliminates holes, kills up to 99.9%. I need each player to spray Willie Green's office with this. Just walk in and be like, like, oh, it's flu season. I'm trying to, make sure I don't get sick. Motherfucker, like, oh, okay, whatever. Everybody just walk in. I'm telling you, the shit works. I'm telling you, I wouldn't lie to you. I'm telling you, this shit works. Whoa, what's happening? What's happening, Lee? But yeah, dog, it's bad, bro. Clarence Williams, what's happening, homie? Zeke, what's happening, my dog? I just saw you in the building. Said, do you believe Joe Dumars told the Bullface live when he was asked was there a mandate to keep Willie? Clarence, yes. Yes, I can tell by how he answers the question. Like, he was just like, a mandate? I don't know anything about any mandates. It was, mandate might be too strong of a word. Maybe the order was like, let's give him a chance. And me, a motherfucker like me, I ain't need to see nothing else. But I can understand if you want to give him a chance because of the history of Zion's injuries and Brandon's injuries and Trey got hurt and Herb got hurt. I can understand wanting to give him a chance. I can understand it. But time is up. Time is motherfucking up. And I'm not one of them people. I don't believe the season's over personally because I'm like, it's a long ass season. No, it's 76 games left. 76 games. It's a long ass season. The Sacramento Kings a couple years ago, I think they might have been, were they the number one seed? They might have been the number one seed at one point. Started fucking 0-4. It's a lot of time left, right? It's just, you got in the fixes are simple. You just gotta get this motherfucker up out of here. It's small, simple fixes. Small. And you just gotta get this, what the fuck? What the fuck? Zeke say, is there a hotline to call to give you a testimony dealing with Bill Green book? Yo, man, Zeke. Soon I got this thing I'm trying to use because this software I'm using is in this beta phase. I got this thing that I'm trying to use. When I can drop the link, I definitely need some of y'all up here to talk to me about this shit. Even people that disagree with me, I need to hear y'all perspective. Because with me, I might be this too, like sometimes I'll criticize the team, but I be like, I know certain shit. So it might come across like, damn, Chad's being harsh, or Chad's not being harsh enough. And it's like, nah, I kind of, know what happened or whatever. That's why I feel this way. You know what I'm saying? That's more the situation. P. Fowler said, Brother Joe is going to give the mask wearing, stubborn ass, fake, happy looking mask wearing man 10 games. He's fake, hurting my team. Yeah, this is bullshit. It's total bullshit. Chris said, Pals moving like North Korea. Boy, they moving like the old North Korea, too. What was that? I forgot. What was the uncle name? I forgot bro name. Pels Flock said 6 years and Zion can't hit a free throw to save his life. He went 11 for 14 last game. Was it 11 for 14? But I need at least 70% personally. Bree said the situation messing up Poole contract. Yeah, I know he mad. Oh yeah. And if you Zion too, it's like, damn, we got 2 years left. This is about the time we start talking about our contracts. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are you doing, dude? What are you doing? Like, you ain't even giving the players a chance to fail before you take them out of the starting lineup. And if we being real, like, I don't want to keep beating up on her, man, because I like her. It's just like, come on, man. That's the obvious answer. Even going into the season before we saw anything, that's the common sense answer. If you follow me, when we was watching that game, that preseason game versus Houston, I was like, look how they double teaming, they trapping Jordan Poole in the corner. Herb is right there on the wing with Jordan Poole. They not worried about Herb whatsoever. KD not even going up to contest him. That was in the preseason. That's what a vanilla ass defense. What you think the real defense is gonna do? Come on, bro. Brother Dot say, so who is really in there telling on the players for liking the post? What kind of tattle shit is that? Oh, bro, some people just snitches, dog. I don't put it past nobody with shit like that. But also, you gotta realize they got spies and shit. So they have people who just follow other motherfuckers and check their posts. And when you say some real shit, or when you say something critical of the team, they got people who gonna go report it back to because again, it's a small city. And a lot of the people, like the person who would be in charge of reprimanding the motherfucker, or the person who you would send that to so they could get it to Willie Green, that person's been with the team for like fucking 20 years. Like, a lot of these people been here a long time, bro. So they feel like you're talking about them. Like, it's like, nah, I'm talking about the coaching. I don't give a fuck about you. I don't know you. I'm talking about your job. You're doing a bad job. Do a better job and I'll say nice things. What the fuck? Brian said, you think Zion got that kind of influence on ownership? Could he get Willie 5? He spoke up. Has he already spoken up? I don't know of him ever speaking up, honestly. I'm sure he told, because that's just not his personality. Zion's not like a outgoing guy. That's why you never really see Zion do one-on-one interviews. Zion is not like an outgoing guy. Zion's an awkward guy from what I can tell. But I'm sure he told Joe Dumars. And I'm sure everybody told Joe. If you notice, Joe, during the offseason, he never really gave Willie like this great endorsement or no shit like that. Chung, what's happening, homie? Like, he never really gave him no great endorsement. He was just like, yeah, he deserved a chance, And my thing is, look, brother, the chance is come and gone. It's time. Let's move the fuck on. Take your loss and move on, brother. God damn. And you know what's crazy, Pelicans Nola? He said third quarter always bad for the Pelicans. You know what's crazy? And what game was that? With Boston, they only lost the third quarter by 1 point, if I'm not mistaken. They got killed in the fourth quarter. They got fucking destroyed in the fourth quarter. This is fucking crazy, bro. It's like, no matter what, you're going to get blown out in the quarter with these motherfuckers. It's ridiculous. It's coaching, failure to adjust, lineups and rotations. It's like, all right, Derek Queen ain't played all game. You got Derek Queen in the game for like 4 minutes. For what? For what? I think this was against the Clippers. For what? Why'd you do that? Either put him in the game for real or sit him down. Like, because why are you fucking up the flow of the offense in the rotation? What are you doing? Like, man, this motherfucker. B-Dub say we have to protest if Billy ain't fired by Thanksgiving. Man, he needs to be fired before that. I ain't gonna lie to you, B-Dub, but I'm with you. I understand. Let me see, going back to last year loser streak. Yeah, I think they lost like 12 games in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong about that. Has it been 12 games in a row? Bird Talk say, You say zero chance they extend Zion. Oh yeah, I don't think Zion getting extended. I think Zion might be a free agent. I think he might end up being a free agent or getting like a sign and trade. I think this is more of a year for him to kind of extend his career. And honestly, I mean, he don't strike me as a motherfucker that's looking to play no 20 years, honestly. He strike me as a person who's like, well, I'm rich, so I'm out of here. Let me see. Bird talks to A since we out gone. What's up with all the weird shit he was doing? I don't know if I would say weird, bro. I would just say he was getting away with. They allowed him to get away with. You know what I'm saying? He was one of the marquee names for the team, and he was flexing his muscle. Flexing his motherfucking muscle, man. He was flexing his muscle. You know what I'm saying? He was chilling. It was like you know, if he didn't feel 100%, he wasn't playing. If he didn't feel 95%, he wasn't playing. He didn't feel 90%, he wasn't playing. And you know, him and Willie Green was like, see, that's the thing, dog. People gotta understand the dynamic. Willie Green, like it was clicks on this team. It was clicks, right? That's why if you follow me, I always said you can't just move on from Brandon. If you trade Brandon, you gotta move on from Willie Green too, because they work in unison. They work as a tandem. That's why, think about this. You don't know the name of the set that they run for Zion, but you know the name of the set they run for Brandon, right? Because they ran that all the time. Elbow, right? They ran elbow all the time. We don't even know what they ever run. We don't know what they run for Zion now. All we know is point Zion, right? But we know the name of the set they ran for Brandon because it was a priority. Like, you know what I'm saying? That was his dog. Like that was his partner. He fucked with him. So, and look who went to the finals together. It was Herb, Brandon, and Willie Green, right? Look who hasn't lost their spot in the starting lineup yet, even though they should. Herb Jones. It's politics. It's clicks. It's politics. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Say Herb shot that man right since he let Fred leave for real. Not well, you know, Herb coming off an injury, so it probably took him a little bit of time. He hitting them motherfuckers right now. I think the last 2 games he's been shooting well, but it just ain't enough. Cause defenses don't care. Like if you go and look at how people talking about Dyson Daniels right now, they're like, oh, we gave him a contract. It's a mistake because defense is not guarding him and he can't score. And it's like, yeah, because no, like it's like Andre Roberson or Tony Allen. Tony Allen couldn't really play in today's NBA like for long stretches of time because no one has to guard him. There's a reason Kyle Anderson went from being like, yo, he's an elite role player to like, damn, you can't even get Kyle Anderson off the bench really. Because no one cared about him shooting no more. It got to the point where no one was guarding him. Let me see. Yeah, these lineups are a fucking mess. Rash the Riches, what's happening, bro? You said you protesting at the Dallas game. Yo, we need signs, man. If y'all going to the games, please bring some signs. We need signs. It's been 13 games. What I say, 12? Well, fuck. That's probably because we need to call 12. God damn. Zilla, you say B.I. dating Glow. That's what's up, man. Shout out to B.I. Do your thing, player. You say, hey, Liam say, y'all be careful with the B.I. talk. Them stands will come for your ankles. Yeah, that's because they grab their ankles. Fucking weirdos. Man, I don't be caring about none of that shit. I ain't gonna hold you, partner. I really don't. Like, I'm like even the pool fan, like people, I'm cool with them. I mean, I understand, you know, wanting your guy to win. You know what I'm saying? I ain't tripping off that. It just don't win. Look, we can disagree. Just don't be disrespectful. Don't disrespect me. Because I'm with, look, do what you want to do. Just don't disrespect me. Like, that's how I feel about anybody who is staying of any team. You know what I'm saying? Like, we going to be respectful. Because I ain't going to lie. The motherfucker play well. I can't wait to say they play well. Motherfucker play bad. I'm going to tell the truth. And that is what it is. Let me see. Yes, I am a Vegeta fan. Yes, I am. But you see, I got Spawn back there. I got Candyman up there. Freddy Krueger, Nipsey Hussle, Goliath from Gargoyles. I got Pac up there. Y'all see the Ronin, Michelangelo Ninja Turtle. Oh yeah, I do it big. Brad Ford said they don't run shit for Z. Nothing. Though, go back to the last couple of games, right? Because I was counting. At one point, every action that Trey and Zion ran led to points. At one point, they ran like 3 actions. The actions had led. I think they ran 3 actions and they netted like 10 points. They netted like 10 points. It was something crazy. It might have been no. I think it was like 4 actions and 11 points. But at one point, every time those two ran an action, it was fucking points. Every time Zion and Jordan Poole run an action, you get a great look. Every time, and they refuse to put these motherfuckers in action. That's why. And Jordan Poole can only do so much because he's not on the court to start the game to run actions with Zion and Trey. Yeah, look, that's all they do. All they do. Zion on the what block is that? On the right block, Zion in the post. You're 6'6" power forward. You just got him in the post. For what? For what? Why? Why? What do you hope to accomplish with that? Goofy motherfuckers, man. He said I was arguing with one of them BM stands over media day comment. Yeah, you know what? I didn't think that comment was show worthy, but I was like, what you talking about, dog? If it's taking an insight, serious question, how do you get all the games? I've watched the Spurs at a friend's house and restaurants, not that I watch. League Pass, but they got other, they got them sites. They got them sites. Y'all know the sites, you know what I'm saying? I just got League Pass, bro, because I like to watch everybody. That's how you know Willie Green is bad, when you start watching other motherfucking teams. You be like, damn, it all looks so simple. They nowhere near as talented as the Pelicans. Motherfuckers scoring 187 points a night. You're like, how the fuck do they get open like that? Pause. It's ridiculous, right? Calvin Dennis said, what New Orleans fans do to deserve this? Hey, bro, I told y'all, man, Tom Benson looking down at this team. Well, actually, he's probably looking up. Tom Benson probably looking up at these teams, just shaking his head, because Tom wouldn't stand for this shit. Not at all. I don't think Rita would have stood for this shit. Said Willie Green story time going to be available on pay-per-view once he's fired. You know what? I don't know why they haven't ran that yet on the members only. I'm like, you might as well run them eps. You might as well run them eps, because Willie Green might outlive all of us. But look, and that's the crazy thing, Bird Talk. The Suns not even good. Suns ain't good. Suns ain't even good. Like, that's how fucking crazy it is. You got bad teams like the Charlotte Hornets. You be like, damn, how they keep getting these open looks? They just not dumbasses. They just, like, the coach just ain't a total fucking asshole. Like, Hollywood, what'd you say? You say Willie got kicked out of the game for BI. Don't check the ref for Zion. He don't fuck with that. Oh, Willie don't fuck with Zion whatsoever. He don't fuck with Zion whatsoever. Like, even when they shake hands, it's awkward, and it's just weird, dog. Like, you could just see. I think Willie picked up a tech for Zion maybe once. And I know it was like once because Zion spoke about it in the post game. And Zion was like, man, feel good to know your coach have your back. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, man, come on, dog. You're supposed to be picking up, you're supposed to average at least a tech a game. You're supposed to, like, come on. Now, I think he got thrown out for Herb one time. But you probably could count the text for Zion on one hand. You might not even need all your fingers, to be honest, because let me see, League Pass down at my house for show. Hollywood say, but I wish Zion had job mentality. No, I really, like, when I talk to my people who Memphis fans, and I fuck with Memphis heavy. Shout out to Memphis. Make sure y'all check out Grindhouse Grizz, his spaces. Dog, everything we say about Zion in the front office, they say about Ja in the front office. It's just Zion and Ja personality is so different. I had to call them on the spaces. I called into the spaces. I was like, bro, I wish Zion had that coach killer mentality. I wish he could get a motherfucker fired. I wish. I just wish. Like, there's no disrespect to Keith Smith, but I read Keith Smith article today at Spot Track, and I was like, damn, Keith, you kind of missed a lot of points. Like, just from a historical standpoint. And I don't think, he didn't really know, and maybe I'm mistaken, he didn't really know that the protection was on the Indiana picks, because he was like, man, the Pelicans could have had 2 top picks. Like, nah, they had a protection on it. I mean, if it would have went top 5, I guess you could say that. But like, if it would have been 5th, I guess you could say that. And he kept saying how the team was built for Zion. He just kept saying that, like, oh yeah, they just kept trying to build this team for Zion, and it just hasn't worked. I'm like, you think Derek Favors, Herb Jones, DeAndre Jordan, Kevon Looney, Eve Messi to a lesser degree, is a team built for Zion? What the fuck are you talking about? Like that's what the fuck? Why? What kind of shit is this? What part of the game is this? It's crazy. Looney, what's happening, my dog? I ain't see you. I ain't see you. What's happening, my homie? He said surviving Bill Green. Yo, I hope I don't gotta do no more of these episodes. You say, Chaz, there any inside info you give us? We need something to keep us going. To be real, I have heard that they are having these internal conversations about Willie, and I have heard that the players have made their voices heard. But see, the thing is, they've been made their voices heard. Now it's getting louder, and one thing that some people might take some solace in is the fact that now the national media is paying attention to Willie Green. Because you even got motherfuckers that's like, nah. Because I like too many players on this team for this team to be this bad. It got to be Willie. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, some guys like, I don't think the Pelicans good, but I know Trey Murphy ain't this bad. I don't think the Pelicans good, but I know Zion he don't play like this. I don't think the Pelicans good, but I know such and such don't play like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? I know Herb ain't this bad on defense. That's what's starting to happen with the national media. Like, they starting to pay attention and lock in. And I'm telling you, dog, go back and search. Willie Green never got no criticism in the national media until now. None. And even now, it's like soft criticism on the real. Let me see. Randy Brown, what's happening, homie? He said I had the option to go to the game tomorrow, but I don't even want free tickets until Willie Green fired. Damn, you like the third person said that, Randy. Man, y'all tap in with my dog L for Pals in the Blender. He giving away tickets too. Bird Talk said maybe that's why Dro traded this pick, so the media was talking about it. You know what? That could be some 4D chess that Joe playing, because I ain't gonna hold you. Like, it's easy to get back into the draft. It's not that difficult. If they want to get back into the draft, it's easy. And we already know the lottery don't guarantee you shit. We already know that. But that's why, to me, I'm not really tripping, because I'm like, well, you can trade one of your guys that you probably need to trade anyway and get back into the draft. Or you could trade future draft capital and get back into the draft if you wanted to. If you just determined to be in the draft. But, again, I just listed all the names of the draft pick misses. I listed all of them, son. At some point, if you was going to do a rebuild, it's going to take years. You're talking about like 4 or 5 years. It took OKC like 4 years, 5 years. But they was doing it right. Whereas with the Pelicans, they still haven't left the David Griffin era, because you still got David Griffin's coach. Like, is what I'm saying making sense to y'all, or y'all think I'm tripping? Y'all be honest with me. Y'all think I'm tripping? Y'all think I'm giving Willie Green too much credit? No pun intended. Kelvin, what's happening, homie? Man, shout out to everybody in here too, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. But yeah, bro, you know who I really blame? And this is me being real with y'all, man. I'm being transparent with y'all. I really blame a lot of the local media, dog. I do. And I ain't just talking about like again, I'm not media, right? Because I'm just a motherfucker with a podcast. David McNamara, he's not media. McNamara has he used to have a podcast, but he's been covering the team for years. But he's not media, traditional media. I blame the media to a degree, because Griff I know Griff was like holding his nuts on people, pause, and he was just like, kind of, the whole organization, they'll freeze you out if you critical. And some people, look, if you still in that building, 9 times out of 10, you either don't, you don't rock the boat, or you say what they want you to say. And sometimes saying what they want you to say means, like, if David Griffin's trying to get rid of Willie Green, now you extra tough on Willie Green. You could go from saying, oh, well, I don't think Willie Green's that bad of a coach. He's probably somewhere in the middle. Only a few coaches help you win, really. You go from saying that to now you like, no, they got to fire Willie Green. Fire Willie Green. Fire Willie Green. It was like, yeah, okay. Yeah, All right, I see how this go. Like it's for me, I felt like we could have been got Willie Green out of here. We could have been got David Griffin out of here. We could have been got all the motherfuckers out of here if we would have look one band, one sound. If we would have just been not playing politics, not me. I don't play no motherfucking politics. But if motherfuckers would have just been keeping it real, dog, we would be in a totally different position right now. Totally different, bro. Totally different position. Let me see. Shout yo, Chung, you already know. Built bars. Kelvin said, "What's up, Chaz? I prayed for Bill to go, didn't get my prayers answered." You know what, Kelvin? Though he may not come when you call him. Be always on time. Pause. But yeah, you know what I mean. That don't mean Bill ain't leaving yet. That don't mean he ain't gonna go. Pelicans fly say, Chaz, what you think about Joe was sent by the league to blow this shit up and move the team to Seattle? I don't necessarily believe that. Because I think the NBA wants a team in New Orleans. And honestly, they probably want it in New Orleans more than they wanted in Seattle or Vegas. Because Vegas having a very tough time generating tourist revenue right now. Because it's kind of dying out there. And if you go to Vegas is an old town. Whoa, what's up, Harper? How you doing, bro? It's like, it's an old town. It's a bad town. Like, far as like the architecture, it's very old, very... almost like Atlantic City. It ain't as bad as Atlantic City. No disrespect to Jersey, but it's old. I think they want the team in New Orleans. I think Joe just got hired because Mickey Loomis is his friend. And he was kind of behind the scenes like, yo, man, I can do this. I'm ready to get back into the, I think it's what it is, dog. Getting older. You want to be closer to your family. You want to move down south where things are less expensive. I think it was as simple as that, honestly. Brad Ford say, local media ass kissing for Cheesecake Factory gift cards. Yep. Not even Cheesecake Bistro. Cheesecake Factory. What the fuck? Charmin Ultra Local Media. Fact. Charmin Media. Yep. Bird Talk say, I'm saying national attention will bring Miss B down to fire Willie Green. I'm hoping so, bro. Because one thing, I think I had asked somebody about this before. I might have asked Scott. It might have been Scott Kushner. I'm not sure. I know that they hear about certain things locally, but I almost feel like sometimes they insulated from some of the national critiques, because if you wasn't insulated, ain't no way in the world you thought High-End Joe Dumars was a good idea. Now, me, I'm not one of them anti-Dumars people. I was like, man, he got more accomplishments than David Griffin, so let's see how it goes. But yet and still, ain't like the optics alone of that terrible. Spectacular Insight. Let's have a Cheddar BKM family reunion at Smoothie King Arena tomorrow and boo as loud as we can. Who they playing? Charlotte. I don't think I can fly into town for Charlotte. I ain't gonna lie. I don't think I can do. Wait, when they play? No, they played Cooper and them in Dallas. I think they played the Mavericks in Dallas. Pelicans Nola said Gail Benson owns Fox 8. Yeah, I think she owns the Advocate too, if I'm not mistaken, right? Because the Advocate kind of gone now, right? I'm telling y'all, though, a lot of shit. Like, look, y'all know I was doing the shit with Bleacher Report, right? I don't know if y'all remember that. I'm gonna answer all y'all questions too. I was doing the shit with Bleacher Report. When I was talking to them, they was like, man, we not really feeling New Orleans no more, because it's like, you ain't got nothing popping. And it's like, bro, the industry was leaving. The industry's been leaving New Orleans for years. Like, ESPN left. Once the Zion shit didn't blow up, ESPN left. The Ringer's gone now. You got the Athletic, but now the Athletic is behind a paywall, and they splitting like duties between teams. Like, one reporter might be covering 3 fucking teams for the Athletic. Everyone's downsizing, dog. Everybody downsizing, people moving over to podcasts and shit like that. So it's easier to fly below the radar, because only person really watching the team is the local people. Like, and they don't want to step on toes most of the time. Let me see. Let's say, what's his face from State Farm is basically state media. Hollywood, they get everyone who was rebuilding with us overlapped us twice. Rockets, Pacers, OKC, Memphis, T-Wolves. Yeah, I'm interested to see how the Rockets do. Now, Memphis window closed fast, but they did overlap us because they won a playoff series, so that's absolutely overlapping us. Say it's still crazy. Grub lost credentials for affiliating with y'all. Yeah, Lee, it's a little more to it than that. That's not necessarily what happened. It ain't really my place to tell. Maybe I'll tell it one day. It ain't really my place to tell though, but that ain't exactly what happened. Uh, being shy, what's happening? What's the ideal starting five right now? Great question. To me, the ideal, yes, that is a Soldier Reebok in the back. Yes, yes, Soldier Rees. Yes, indeed. I thug it out. I keep it so New Orleans. Like, that's how I get down, LP. Ideal starting five, Jordan Poole. You know what? Nah, never mind. Jordan Poole, Zion, Trey, Sadiq Bey, and man, I I gotta go with Kevon Looney right now, just in the short term. Kevon Looney or Eve, I guess. But I need as much offense to start as possible. Say, I need some Jabos. Boy, Jabos high as a motherfucker right now on eBay. The resale. I try to get it just for the nostalgia shit. Cause I missed the Jabot era. I was like a little kid, like a baby. So I ain't really get the Jabot era. But like I try to go buy some of them bitches high as a motherfucker on eBay. I said, no indeed. Give me some polos or something. Let me see. Luna say if they didn't want the team and Nola, they would have got them out when they had control of ownership. Possibly, Luna, because that was a while ago though. It was going on damn near 20 years now. Vegas ain't a real place. That bubble was gonna pop very soon. Yeah, Vegas is not. No, yeah, it's no disrespect to Vegas whatsoever. I got people live out there, but yeah, Vegas not like a real city like that. Damn, Mickey Mouse Loomis. Yeah, dog, Mickey gotta go. Mickey gotta go. That's it, dog. Like, people just hang around here too long. Like it's like the movie. Y'all watch Welcome to Derry or y'all watch It. It's like an evil, not just Mickey Loomis. I'm just saying, this people employed in this state. Period. They just find a way to embed themselves in the city, in the sewers of the city, in the infrastructure, and they just never fucking go. They motherfucking just retire here. It's crazy. That's why they call it the Big Easy. Bad Juju say, Chaz, that's a fire Vegeta collection. Gotta add Super Saiyan guy red to it. Yo, I ordered. You talking about Destroyer? You talking about the Destroyer? I'm waiting on Super Saiyan 4 and the Destroyer. They didn't have it at the place I shop at though. They ain't have it, but I'm trying to complete my collection. Calvin said, how can I do my part at the game tomorrow other than booing? Calvin, man, I think we should make some signs. Like, just appropriate signs. Nothing crazy that's gonna get you kicked out. But need a sign, man, or some shirts, man. We need a sign or some shirts. We got to get this guy out of here, bro. We have to. It has to draw. Like, because now if you make a sign or you make a shirt, right person take a picture of it, you're going viral. Look, I went viral because I pointed out a Bella Danger was at the Miami Heat game. John Moran hit a game winner. I saw a Bella Danger at the game, spotted her. She looked as lovely as ever. And I was like, that's a Bella Danger. Shit was on the fucking Daily Mail the next day. I'm telling you, it's easy to go viral, bro. We need a shirt or a sign. A slightly disrespectful sign. Nothing that's going to get you put out the game. Some guys say, Willie Green said he ain't changed anything in 5 years. Yeah, figures, including his underwear. P. Fowler said, thanks for opening my eyes. My B.I. dude sleeping hands were full of it. He wanted Willie and dude still here. That's why I be like, boy, y'all not mad at Josh Hart and them enough. Y'all just not mad enough because I can't believe Willie Green's still here. I can believe it, but I was like, dog, you got to get rid of everybody if you're gonna do that. So how can any real change happen when Gail owns everything? Yeah, you can cause the fan fervor, like people, even with Dennis Allen, like Mickey Loomis didn't want to fight Dennis Allen. Gail had to get involved. Even with Willie only got like 1 year left on his contract unless he got another secret extension. So at worst, you fire him and just pay out that 1 year. It probably ain't that much money. Just to, what's the word I'm looking for? Gail certainly feels fan pressure because when she goes to the introductory press conferences and she speaks, she wants it to be known that, no, I'm attentive. I'm with this. I believe in all this shit. Like, man, come on. But ownership is like a three-headed monster. You got Lauscher, Greg Bensel, and Gail Benson. It's a three-headed monster. And they more so insulate Gail. But they making some bad decisions. Spectacular Insights say, buy some box combos. Tav needs to say, yo, I'm telling y'all, dog, I made that shirt That shirt didn't get the support it deserved, dog. I'm gonna see if I can find a picture of this shirt, bro. This shirt did not get the motherfucking support it deserved, dog. I was trying to get this shirt to go viral. Damn. I don't know how to make it available on here. But I made this motherfucking shirt, dog. I was trying to get Gail to buy the team. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get Ty to buy the team for years now, bro. Years. And what's crazy, a few years ago, this was a long time ago, I wrote a jingle for this alcoholic whipped cream company. The company was called Whipsy, right? They hired me to write a jingle. I'm not going to sing the jingle. The jingle was terrible. I was just, getting my feet wet into the writing game. And Ty Graves, because this was at LSU, Ty Graves used to kind of fuck with it. Like, he used to fuck with them, and they had some kind of, like, connection with him. I don't know exactly what happened because it was so long ago. But they had some kind of connection with him. Now, let me see here. Where's the thing here that I can add? Where's the thing here that I can add so I can get this shirt on the screen, bruh? Where is it? Is it in pictures? I'm trying to get this shirt on the screen. Bam. All right, y'all see that? I made this shirt myself, dog. I made this shirt myself. Hold on, let me see if I can zoom in. Can I zoom in on this? Because, I'm using this new software, bro. Look at that. Y'all see that? Do y'all see that? Please, Tide, buy the teams. Hey, Jessica, how you doing? Victoria Taylor, what's up? Tony, what's happening, brother? Do y'all see that? Dog. Like, we got to get this guy out of here. I'm serious. We got to get it. Yo, wait, hold up. Zeke, you said Chaz freaked out. You said, because I know who Bella Danger is. Look, I appreciate our work. It's free money, Chaz. Yeah. Oh, man. It's just, dog, I just wish we would have got ahead of this with Willie Green, dog. Because I've been saying Willie Green terrible for like 3 fucking years now. And people calling me all kinds of cats and dogs. It's just dog time for New Orleans sports all around, dog. Yeah, it's terrible, dog. Like, you got Tuesday is the trade deadline. So you don't know what's going to happen. You don't know what's going to happen with Kamara, Cam Jordan, all these people. You just don't know, dog. KB Free, what's happening, homie? Say, hey, Cheddar, this Willie shit is bad as the CK conspiracy crazy. Yeah, it's pretty bad, dog. It's Trey, what's happening, homie? Need to fire your Willie Green shirt? I'm going to have to design one. Because I had one and it was like, now I'm kind of a little bit better with the design. I probably put one together. For real. B-Dub said we need both. Wait, Luke say bring out the paper bag. Yeah, yo, that's another thing we could do. The paper bags. Bring out the paper bags. So look, where I'm at, you can't get plastic bags anymore. Everything paper anyway. Go to Rouse's, get the bags, cut the eyes out them bitches, and let's rock. Say Gail operates her teams like New Orleans City Hall and do us all dirty. Tony, you ain't lying, bro. You ain't lying. You know how many, man, you know how much wild shit probably didn't happen. Like, think about this, y'all. The shit I know about a little bit of shit that happened behind the scenes. Imagine the shit I don't know about. Imagine all the shit we haven't heard about. Like, it's fucking crazy. Let me say, Victoria Taylor said you could put some blame on Willie. He gave Willie an escape door. Absolutely. Zion gave Willie and David Griffin a huge shadow to hide beneath. Because you can just blame everything on Zion. Like, it's crazy. Like, you could just blame everything on Zion. But you be like, oh, well, if he was healthy, they would do their thing. It's like, well, wait a minute. What's up with these rotations? Oh, don't worry about that. It's because Zion not here. Okay. What's up with your defense? Oh, don't worry about that because Zion not here. Okay. What's up with the rebounding? Oh, don't worry about that. It's because Zion not here. Why you not playing Jonas Valanciunas? Oh, don't worry about that because Zion not here. Why Brandon not shooting threes? Oh, don't worry about that because Zion not here. Like, it just gave you a huge shadow to hide below. That's Zion's fault. That's 100% Zion's responsibility. 100%. That's a great observation too, Victoria Taylor. Great observation. I'm glad you said that. Berto said, do you think Ty will really want to buy the team? I've heard that he was interested. From somebody I trust. I heard that he was interested from somebody I trust. And I've heard that Gail don't want to sell at this stage. She probably waiting on the expansion to sell. Somebody said this is the most New Orleans story of all time. Oh yeah, this is, bruh. This is like if you ask like Chat GPT or Gemini to write about a New Orleans sports team, this would be the story, easily. P. Fowler said, I don't think Top is interested in owning two teams. He can invest for a part ownership, but he's not interested. I have heard that he was interested in the Pelicans. I don't know about the Saints, but I have heard he was interested in the Pelicans. Two-time Gemini, what's happening? He said, I officially started watching the Trailblazers after Billy not being fired and not answering the call from fans for a change with the team. Hey, and you know what's crazy? Two-time Gemini, a lot of people wanted Chauncey Billups gone from the Trailblazers, and now, I mean, fuck, now we know why, right? But a lot of people wanted Chauncey gone, and a lot of people probably thrilled that Tiago Splitter running that team, because now they out with a point to prove, and they balling. That's just go to show you. And look, the players are the same, but that just go to show you how when a motherfucker not trying to sabotage the team and the organization, how far you can really go. You know what I'm saying? Brox say we see it. B-Dub said the team will have to be up for sale for someone to buy it, and Stingy half agreed. Yeah, she don't want to sell it yet. Brian said that's fire. LP said, son, I used to be saying you was tripping for Willie Green takes, but I agree with you wholeheartedly. My bad, son. It's all good, bro, because again, it looked crazy when the motherfucking team winning 49 games and you saying, nah, I'm telling y'all, this coach sucks. It looked crazy when the team going to the playoffs and pushing Phoenix to 6 and you saying, something about this coach ain't right, y'all. It just looked crazy. So I get it. You know what I'm saying? I understand how some people was like, nah, Chaz, you tripping. I get it. P. Fowler said, Chaz, it's amazing how other teams are missing people and they're still winning. Lakers don't have Brian, they're still winning. Now they do have Luka, who's incredible, and Austin Reeves. And I don't even think JJ's that good of a coach. But JJ is not a total fucking imbecile. That's the thing. You just can't be a total fucking imbecile. And Willie Green's an imbecile. That's the crazy part. Yo, this my hat logo, man, for my media company. 7 days straight entertainment. Multimedia company. I'm gonna be launching soon. I'm gonna have these hats available also. Shout out to everybody in the chat for supporting me, man. Make sure y'all hit that like button, man. I appreciate y'all. Braxton Richards said I'm getting a seat across from the court from the Willie, away from the Pelicans bench, so Willie can see my sign Wednesday. Yo, Braxton Richards, you trying to get the Ross treatment? You trying to have a Ross game, Braxton Richards? You trying to have a Ross game? Trey said Kaziah not here. Yeah, every day was Kaziah not here. Bird Talk say Gals did say them preachers, hey, Gal, hey, that's crazy that story didn't blow up more than it did. Bird Talk. Hoffa say she wasn't Mrs. Benson when she was shooting in the gym. That's why she don't give a fuck. Yeah. Rita was like, this bitch got my money. This bitch robbed me. Like, Rita feel played. Nobody feel, look, as bad as we feel, imagine how Rita feel. Luna say, I need to get Rita on the show. If y'all know Rita, tell her reach out to me. Todd wait until the action for sale at the moment. He can't act like he wants it. Yeah, he'll probably don't want to lose leverage as well. Ezekiel said, Chauncey gone, all right, time to hide the dope and Bills call. Look, I'm telling you, I wish I had, what your boy did, hold up. It's like Minister Society. Remember your boy was like, yeah, it ain't gonna be so funny when the cops get a load of this tape. That's how you gotta do Willie. You gotta do Willie like that. Like, yo, I got a bus for you. I got a bus. He's there right now. Yes, he's black. Yes, he's black. Yes, I'm certain of it. It's him right there. He's in a Regal. He's in a 97 Regal on Dayton's. Lock him up. Motherfucker. But, yeah, man. Let me see. Let me answer something. Yo, y'all put some questions in the chat, man. We're going to wrap. We're going to get up. Let me see. Yo, yeah, y'all put some questions in the chat, man, so I can answer y'all questions. We're going to get out of here soon. Brian said, yo, I live in Portland. It's a great spot. Yo, my cousin, he actually live in Seattle, man. Shout out to the West Coast. I fuck with the West Coast. Say, who wins next? Pels or Saints combined 1-14 ain't hit chat. Yeah, it's terrible. Though it's abysmal because you seeing similar issues across both organizations. That's how you know, like, who's the common denominator here? Oh, you. Ownership. Mickey Loomis. Y'all the common denominator. Ah, okay, now we getting somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, the layers getting pulled back. And, I mean, I guess long term that's good, but in the short term, we going through it right now. We going through it. See, that's a dope name and logo I support. Oh, man, I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it, Denzel. I appreciate it, Zeke. Lee says, does Zion word even hold weight? I feel like what his track record, even if he wanted Willie fired and said they wouldn't listen. It might hold some weight with Dumas to an extent, but I don't know to what degree Dumas' hands are tied. I think the time for Zion to do that was a couple years ago, honestly. When he went off in the motherfucking playoffs, I mean the play-in, that's when he really should have done it. But you can't. It's like, damn, we just won 49 games. How can I do it now? That's why, like, they should have just did the shit this past offseason, dog. They really fucking shit up, bro. Tracy, I might go to game Wednesday and booze well. Chaz, I need that Fire Willie shirt. Damn, see, I can't have it. See, because if I do it, it's going to be print the order. So it's not going to be ready by Wednesday. That's the fucked up part. But I'm working on the design. Now that y'all saying it, I'm working on the design. I'm going to have it done by the end of this week. I'm going to have it done by the end of this week. I promise y'all. Y'all got my word. Perfect sign for tomorrow. Willie Green eats corn the long way. Oh, my God. You know what? That might do it. That might be worse than the motherfucking than the Ross game. 504 ball was had in my dog. Terry McCain say Zion needs a sidekick. I think they fucked up everybody by taking Jordan Poole out that starting lineup. Cause you gave Zion less space, you gave Trey less space, and you put a non-shooter on the court. And this is not anything against Jeremiah Fears. Y'all know I invented the show no fears and zero fears. That's my shit. I invented that. Y'all know that. But at the same time, he a rookie. Whoa, what's happening, Savage? What's happening, Luke? What's happening, Authentic? What's happening with y'all, man? Shout out to my dog, Authentic, man. Support the troops. Y'all know, but Fear's not a shooter, and no one's worried about him as a shooter. And he's a rookie. So once the scouting report comes out, like, oh, that guy, he don't really shoot, like talking about it. He's not a volume three-point shooter. People going to be like, oh, I'm not worried about him neither. So the defense going to collapse even more. Like, again, look at this, y'all. Is this the one? Hold up. Let me see. No, not that one. Right here. Jeremiah Fez, Zion, and Herb Jones in a congested-ass corner. I'm just going to leave this up for right now. Do y'all see this? This is crazy. This is fucking crazy. This is crazy. How do you expect anyone to score with this level of spacing? This is crazy, bro. It's crazy. Come on, man. Like, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. It's petty. And it's just like, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Like, what are we doing here? Look at Eve. Eve, like, I can't believe this shit. Todd, please buy the fucking teams, dog. I'll go half with you on it, Todd. Well, I'll go 0.5% on it with you, Todd. I go 0.5% with it on you with it. Let's see. So who do we want for a new coach? I think you're gonna have to go with the interim. Personally, I want Chris Quinn from Miami Heat. LP. I want Chris Quinn from Miami Heat. Question: is Willie Green actually an American citizen? I've never seen his birth certificate. You know what, Chung? I can't be sure. I gotta look at the etymology for the name Green. I don't know. He might be Scottish. Or Irish. Gotta look into that. Bing Chi say we're making the playoffs. It ain't over. It ain't over yet. I'ma say they gonna make the play-in. I'ma say they gonna make the play-in today, depending on how shit go. I'ma say today. I'm full of optimism. Brian said crazy story. I bartended for Rita. Drank Southern Comfort neat. No chaser. Great tipper. No fussy customer. Not a fussy customer. Man, shout out to Rita, man. Shout out to Rita. One thing I will say, once Rita kind of like fell out of the limelight, she just been living her life doing her thing. You know what I'm saying? She just been chilling. Brad Ford said, what do you think about moving Z to the 3 and pushing Trey to the 4? I like it with the way Trey's been rebounding. That's one of the pluses. One of the pluses has been Trey's rebounding, Zion's passing, of course. Y'all, it's small corrections, dog. And we should at least be, at minimum, we should be 2-4, 3-3. Small corrections. Like, for example, if Trey, first game, if he isn't like awful defensively, offensively, if he isn't awful on offense the first game, you win. Or if you don't sub Zion out in the third quarter, early in the third quarter, you win. Second game against the Spurs. If Herb doesn't score 0 points, Herb scores 0 points. If he doesn't score 0 points, you win. If he scored 1 point, you win the game. It's crazy. Third game, was this Boston? Zion's hurt. Clippers game, if they call travel on Kawhi Leonard, you win. Because Kawhi traveled on that last shot. They call travel on Kawhi Leonard, you win. That's another thing. People say Zion hasn't added to his game. Motherfucker did a behind the back pull up midi for the lead. When has that been a part of his game in years past? It's like I don't know. Killer Cam, what's happening? I ain't see you in there. What's happening, dog? Luke said how did we win 49 wins with this motherfucker? Luke, when you go back and look at it, bro, that season, I tweeted this out. The Pelicans had like 20 blown double-digit leads. They hadn't won a game when trailing going into the fourth quarter. They got lucky so many of them fucking games. Playing teams on the second night of back-to-backs, playing teams while they were injured. Teams, even now, the Pelicans are near the top of the league in the lucky category. The lucky category is when you leave and other teams players wide open and it is missing shots. So last year, like the Pelicans, like if the Pelicans could shoot threes right now, they'd be winning these games. But other teams are missing and you can't make no motherfucking shots. So you lose. It's crazy. Killer Cam said, what you think about Mike D'Antoni as a potential coach for the Pels? Mike D'Antoni's retired. Like when he was here, he was retired, to be honest. Like somebody just did a favor from him. It probably went back to the Suns days with David Griffin and Mike, and they just clicked up and he did him a favor. Hoffa said that hat tough. Let us know when you're selling those. Do you think we win Wednesday? It will set Willie fire and timeline back. No, I don't, Hoffa. I think whatever they're gonna do with Willie, they're gonna do it honestly, bro. I think they're just looking for a soft landing. D-boy, what's happening, homie? I think they're just looking for a soft landing. I don't think they're gonna set it back. Personally, I was telling my dog that I was like, nah, you ain't got. I mean, even if they won these next two, that wouldn't change shit. Cause the person who would really be making this decision would be Joe Dumars. If they won one of them games, they'd be like, you just won one game. What about you just lost by 30, 3 fucking times in a row? It's you. Like at this point, you gotta go. So nah, I don't think so. I don't think so, y'all. Let me see here. I don't want to miss nobody question, man. Hold up. Say, do you think two-time Gemini say, do you think we should start playing do you think we should start playing off Fears? What you mean kind of letting him orchestrate the offense more? I think Fears is better with the second unit. He gives your second unit a scoring boost. And even if Jordan Poole was the 6th man, fine. Cool. You still have probably a scoring boost off the bench. But the fact that he's like the 8th man, it's like, what the fuck? Like, you got Jose and, no disrespect to Sadiq Bey, but you got Jose and Sadiq Bey coming into the game before Jordan Poole. It's crazy. And Fears was balling with the second unit. He wasn't playing bad. You got 4 9-shooters in trade. Exactly. Hoodie, Hollywood said, what's the point of trading Queen if Looney gonna take his minutes? To me, that was some weird throw everything against the wall shit. I ain't understand that bullshit at all. Because Looney didn't really play well. It was his first game back against the best team, arguably the best team in the NBA. And Queen, like, you didn't have like offensive threat out there in the post. So, and you just saw Queen guard Wemby and play well. The fuck are you doing? Say, Nuke said that lineup they was running at the end of the Clips game should start every game. Exactly, bro. Exactly. Start that lineup. P. Fowler say, own all of your hard work, Chaz. You know how people like to steal others' talent. Oh, especially the Pelicans, P. Fowler. The Pelicans, boy, they some sticky finger motherfuckers. Shagzilla, what's happening, homie? Say, do you think a lineup of Z, Trey, Poole, Carlo, Queen will work? I think for spurts. Cause look, yo, I'm glad you said that. Carlo got in the game, blocking shots, blocked like 2 shots, playing solid defense, playing well. You never saw Carlo the rest of the game. Carlo played like 3 minutes. What the fuck are you doing? Your advantage is going big. Your advantage is your ability to play 2 bigs and out-rebound other teams, get other teams in foul trouble. You rebound, throw the ball, and get out in transition. That's your motherfucking advantage. So why wouldn't you play Carlo? Man, Willie, oh my God. Shane said I had to rock my season derail and lost hoodie today. Shout out to Shane. Yo, bro, people was hating on me with that season derail and lost shit. Radford, yeah, Chris Quinn from New Orleans, yeah, man. Authentic Dude say, when will Willie get fired? I can't believe he's still on the team. Haven't heard anything new today. Haven't heard anything new aside from a couple other people say they felt like the team was using some misdirection. That they was like, nah, too many people. Let's see who the league is. Let's put this out and see who bites. And a couple people bit, and now they look dumb. But the organization still looks bad though, because the motherfucker should have been fired. LP said you wouldn't take Mike Malone. Oh, absolutely. But I just don't think they can afford Mike Malone, LP. Mike Malone gonna want big bread. P. Fowler said, how about Vogel, vet coach for our team? Thoughts? Vogel's interesting. Had a couple bad stops with the Lakers and with the Suns. Probably wants to take some time off. I'm not necessarily opposed to it just because Willie's so bad. Brian said, that's right, Quinn from the area. Okay, yeah. Luke said, yo, Chad, you think all these people defending Gale legit on their payroll? I don't know about all of them, but I think quite a few. Or some people might be connected to the Saints. Some people might, it's a small city, dog. It's a small city. Like, I'll say that, like, a lot of people plugged in and connected. And some people, they still thankful to Gale for convincing Tom to buy the team. So some of it is a loyalty thing. That's like, you see that with players too. Like, a player could be well past his prime and you still don't want to trade the motherfucker. Like, what are you doing? Jessica said, what? They gonna make the play in? I'm keeping hope alive a little bit. Spectacular Insight said, I'm calling cash on Willie. I got under 25 wins for this team. Hey, I ain't mad at you, dog. John Bass, what's happening, homie? He said, do you think having Willie Green as the head coach has stunted the growth of Zion, Trey, and the team as a whole? Only coach these guys have known for how far behind the curve they are? Absolutely. Absolutely, John Bass. That's actually a point I wanted to make earlier. I kind of got off topic. But I look at these guys and some of the bad habits that they've developed. The majority of it has been under Willie Green. When you started kind of seeing certain players' trajectory, you could say Herb's trajectory kind of came under Willie Green, but Herb was an upperclassman. Like, some of those guys are upperclassmen. Najee was an upperclassman. Jose are upperclassmen. So they kind of their ceiling is a little lower. They're closer to who they're going to be already. Whereas when you got guys like Zion and Trey who got a higher ceiling, you have to nurture that. And that's why with Stan Van Gundy, you like, oh, damn, this motherfucker hitting the next level. And then it's like, bam, all right, now he kind of the same player. And, I mean, you seeing some breakthroughs, but I do think I know for a fact with Trey, because I've talked to people who feel that way as it pertains to Trey as well. And look, not only that, a lot of the people in that organization, they was trying to turn the media against Trey behind the scenes, like calling him soft and saying all kinds of shit like, oh, in practice, he's a bitch. Like, they were saying some wild shit, boy. I'm telling you, dog, shit cutthroat. Shit is cutthroat, dog. I'm telling y'all. Like, I'm telling you, for real. So even the refs don't like us. Too much bitching, yeah. It's tough. My dog, where you been, man? My dog, what's happening? I ain't see you in a minute. What's happening with you? Desmond King, what's up, bro? Spectacular Insight. We start 0-10. We might lose out all 82. Fuck it. Yeah, you might as well go all in at that point. What has to happen for the team to make the 10th seed? This change in starting lineup. Put emphasis on defensive rebounding. You got to get out of this stupid-ass zone defense. Look, man, that's why you pay Herb the big bucks. Go out there, focus on defending, man, locking down some of these motherfuckers. Insert Micah Peavy into the rotation. Take Jose out. I would say I would look for some shooting to bring in on the two-way, honestly. But, yeah, I think it's small things, bro. It's simple things. Because the Pelicans also, that's why I would like a Micah Peavy also, because you losing the 50-50 battle. When there's a loose ball, the Pelicans never get it. When there's a deflection that flies up in the air, the Pelicans never get it. It's a 50-50 thing, because when you losing the 50-50 battle, that's an effort thing. When you giving up offensive boards to a team that's not necessarily bigger than you, that's an effort thing. And when because you know the team discouraged, so they're not putting forth as much effort. But if you change the starting lineup, get the coach out the building, this implement small changes, you'll see a large result, in my opinion. My dog say start Fairs, Poole, Trey, and Zion, and whatever center Herb needs to be the second unit. Facts, my dog. My dog, did you see that screenshot I put up with how the defense is playing Herb? It's crazy. D-Boy say we can't score, but this guy say we need to focus on defense and not worry about our offense, idiot. Hey, man. Willie, I don't know, bro. And my thing is, you're not even generating no clean looks. In the first couple games, like when they had the first starting unit out there, at least you was generating some clean looks. You just wasn't hitting. Now, everything is difficult. Everything fucking difficult. Because look at this unit. It's crazy. X, what's up, homie? What's up, homie? How you doing, bro? Mac Hung, what up, Mac? Fizz mid-range and driving game is smooth as fuck, but he needs to improve his threes. That shit be looking like a brick every time he shoots. He got like a frozen rope jumper, kind of like Kawhi, but he gonna be better because I think Fizz shoots a lot from his upper body. Once his legs develop pause, and he puts more emphasis on shooting from his legs, I think you'll see more arch on that jumper, and you'll see a more efficient jumper. But I think Fizz a little gun happy too. That's why I kind of need him out of the starting unit because it's like, bro, I need you to pass the ball. I can't have Zion going the first 4 minutes without a shot. Trey going the first 6 minutes without a shot. Like I need you to pass the ball. The first shots of the game is like always Herb for some reason because they leaving Herb wide open. Like it's crazy. Hold up, let me see my bad. I'm missing some of the questions. Lewis, I remember Gal saying the Saints were Tom's legacy and the Pelicans would be hers. You got it, boy. I almost said the wrong thing. Got this channel taken down. Gail, you got like a John Wayne Gacy legacy. You might need to work on that, Gail. It's time. Jackets Margello, what's happening? He say Looney and Zion should be working together on screen, and all day Zion get easy Blake Griffin type buckets if they can figure it out. Would make the offense more versatile. And that's the thing, bro. In the second half, they setting hard screens. Well, Zion, like when they started to make that run, I'm seeing some effective screens getting set. Jordan Poole getting free, nice bounce pass, splitting the defense to Zion for the finish at the rim. Put them back in the fucking action. Put them back in the action, coach. But see, that's what the players got to seize the fucking mantle and say, man, fuck Willie. I'm doing my own thing. And look, Jordan Poole was kind of saying fuck Willie quite a bit before he ultimately got benched. Mimicking the government said, how much material does Joe need to present to Gale to fire Willie? It's only the fans. Wait, it's only on the fans to get ownership attention? Oh, no, it's absolutely on Joe. And I'm telling you, I truly believe that Joe and them beckon for Willie like, yo, Gale, it's ain't, look what they saying, Gale. Look what the people saying. They saying you dumb and you're incompetent, Gale. We can't let them talk about you like that. This guy's going to destroy your legacy. These motherfuckers smooth politicians. They smooth. I'm sure that's what's happening behind the scenes. But look how long it took to convince Gale to fire David Griffin. You know what I'm saying? Joe Dumars probably got David Griffin fired, to be honest. Like, he probably was working behind the scenes to make that happen. My dog said, I be missing your lives, bro. You got to send that bat signal fan. Yeah, bro. YouTube don't be sending the notifications out, dog. And, man, you missed the 500th episode of Pro Pals Talk, bro. We was looking for you. We shouting everybody out. Ryan Bourne said 10th seed for what? for the Western Conference, Ryan. Eddie the Don, what's happening, bro? Say anything we can do to get a first for this upcoming draft. Like any first round pick, yeah, you could. Yeah, there's several things you could do. Several people you could trade. You got a look. Keep it real with y'all. It's really just one draft. Every draft is the best draft. It's like every year the next draft is the best draft. If you're the Pelicans and you don't get the number 1 pick, number 2 pick, number 3 pick, it's like, let's say you end up with pick 7 next year, ultimately. You're going to be like, well, fuck, damn, we ain't getting number 1. Hopefully we get number 1 next year. So if you're the Pelicans and you just want a first because you want some cheap labor on the team, then yeah, there's people you could trade. Absolutely. Also, keep in mind the Pelicans going into this trade deadline and next year, Pelicans got like a lot of money in expiring salary. And they own most of their own first round picks. And you still got the Bucks 27 pick. So yeah, like that's why the doom and gloom shit, I get it. But some of the shit is political too, y'all. Like I'm just letting y'all know some of that shit is political. Matt Hunt said 6 games in, they still hope to make the play in and compete. I hope Joe Dumars makes the right choice. Facts. Is Herb still hurt? No way he forgot how to play. I don't know what's going on with Herb defensively, dog. Like I saw Christian Bond just in a regular dive. Like it wasn't even an action. Jokic had the ball in the post. Chris Bond just Herb kind of went over to like half-ass help on Jokic. Chris Bond straight down the middle, bounce pass by Jokic like 3 or 4 times. Trey losing track of Derrick Jones Jr. just going to the rim, yamming that bitch like 3-4 times. It was 3 times total, I think. And it's like, come on, y'all, just pay attention. Like y'all, that's how you know they're not focused, they're not locked in. That's how you know. I know y'all remember them plays. Will Murray play this year? If we continue to lose, there's no point. If we win, and there's no point. I don't know, dog. I don't think we see Murray no more. I've been hearing some bad things about DeJounte behind the scenes. Like, I hope everything good with him, but it's been a lot of not so great things being said behind the scenes. Honestly, I don't know. He got a lot going on though, so I hope he okay. Look, y'all laughing and shit. I ain't even talking about that. I know what y'all laughing at. I'm not talking about none of that shit. I'm talking about I'm talking about just well maybe that's some of it. I don't know, but I'm talking about just basketball shit. I've been hearing some not great things behind the scenes. I ain't talking about none of that other shit. Oh, Looney. See, I don't even want to address nothing y'all talk about. I don't even want to go there with that. It said, Victoria said, do you think Willie is the only one that wants Willie? They do go back to Michigan. I heard Willie and Gail um, go to the same church. Nah, I don't think Joe and Troy Weaver give a fuck. Honestly, Victoria, I think because every president and GM wants their own coach. Nobody wants to inherit some. Even if the coach was good, every president and GM want their own coach. Like it just that's just really how it is. Even if the coach was good, they like, we want our own fingerprints. Like for a perfect example, now Monty Williams wasn't good, but Monty Williams got fired after he made the playoffs when Elvin Gentry got hired. Monty Williams got fired. So like everybody wants their own opportunity to build like something new, basically, in my opinion. Brian says he a terrible screener. He might have 3 or 4 good screens a game. Shit, I might say 2. Calvin Dennis say finna buy the team Todd Graves poster. Oh yeah, we need that's what we need. We need everybody to show up in the arena with Todd by the team. I know Todd be in the building sometimes. Look at how it took for Dennis Allen to get fired from this time. Yeah, bro, Dennis Allen should never even been hired. Facts. It took a while. It took a lot of like, Gail, please, to get this motherfucker fired. It's like, come on. Let's see. Hold on. Bree said pick and roll should be the offense. The defense always collapses when they use Zion, Trey Poole. Facts. Easy. Like, cause if you, dog, it's just like everybody recognizes how simple this is. Zion is gonna draw 2 every time. You're not gonna leave Trey behind the arc. You're not gonna leave Jordan Poole behind the arc. You're not gonna worry about her. They hiding Shea Gilgeous-Alexander on her. They hiding it every night. They're gonna hide their worst defender on her, and it's not her fault. They don't got nothing to do with her personally. It's the coach putting him in a disadvantageous position. It's stupid. You parking Zion in the corner. You got Fears over there in the corner operating, and Herb right there too. What the fuck? The ball never even making it to the other side of the court. Like, what are you doing? David O'Connor said, damn, I made it late. It's all good, brother. Eddie Don said, we'll have to overpay to get free agents. Yeah. Yo, that's another thing. Shout out to Eddie Don. I'm glad you said that. Peace, God. David Griffin, another mistake. This motherfucker tried to give Kyle Lowry a max contract. Kyle Lowry is no disrespect. He's like a corpse out there. He tried to give Kyle Lowry like a 5-year max. This motherfucker was crazy. No, David Griffin was unhinged. He was crazy. My dog said, do you know meltdown I have if we end up with a top 3 pick and had to give it away? Bruh, you ain't gonna be the only one, dog. You already know everybody. Everybody gonna be hating on that pick so bad. People be like, that motherfucker ain't shit. Look at him. He only got one hand. He can't go right. Like, people gonna be sick if they get a top. And look, it would be just the Pelicans' luck. They end up with the 10th best lottery odds, and they end up giving up the number 1 pick. You're like, how is this happening? Like, it'll be fucked up. Tramal, whoa, what's up, Marley Mall? He said Gail Benson is a loser. Yeah, it's looking that way. Let's see. P. File say, Chad, I just looked. They already loading up the sick and call for next home game. Now Misi on the list. Yeah, I think it's because it's the front end and the back to back. But come on, it's supposed to be all hands on deck if y'all serious. Come on. Spectacular insight. How much of an upgrade is Borrego? See, I think he's an upgrade because he's not a total fucking idiot. But he ain't got no track record of coaching no good teams neither. It's like anything else. The assistant coach is always the best coach. The assistant manager is always the best manager. The backup quarterback is always the best quarterback. Like, it's one of those things. But you're at the point where it's like, man, nobody can be worse than Willie. Only thing you could do being worse than Willie is like you only start 3 players or something. Like it was. I don't even know how. It would have to be something so asinine. It would be crazy. David O'Connor said, "When is Willie getting fired?" Yo, I told y'all, Willie gonna get fired when the cops get a load of this tape. When the cops get a load of this tape, Willie gonna get fired. And you know what? I gotta pull y'all a call at some of y'all. Some of y'all, I don't do that. I don't do that because I'll be going too far. But I'm surprised one of y'all ain't pull up some information. I'm just surprised. I'm gonna leave it at that because there's a story out there, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. I'm surprised y'all ain't pull up some of the information. Just tweak and say I'm surprised y'all ain't see how bad this team was doing the Australia games. Probably figured that they was injured. I know once they played any NBA talent they played, they don't look out talented. They just look like schematically bad. And I've been saying it for years that Willie Green's a bad I started off saying Willie's a bad coach. Then people's getting on me about that, like, yo, can you not say that? The team feels a certain way. I'm like, all right, he's a bad tactical coach. That was my adjustment. And now I'm just like, he's a stupid motherfucker. Now the gloves are off. Like OJ, he's a stupid motherfucker. Do I think Willie want to be here? Yeah, I mean, people love stealing money. Luke, I think people love stealing money. Residual, what was happening? He said, I waited all damn day and Willie's still not fired. Look, I told y'all, if Willie don't get fired at the crack of dawn, you know how Willie and them feel about Cox. If they don't get fired at the crack of dawn when it's cock-a-doodle-doo, it probably ain't gonna happen. I'm telling you, like that's how I feel about it. And once I woke up the other day, I like, Willie still here? After that Denver game, I'm like, nah. Like people talking about, oh, well, because he on the road. They trade motherfuckers on the road all the time. What make Willie special? They fire coaches with winning records. Willie got a motherfucking whole bag. He got a fanny pack. He know where the airport at. Fire him. The fuck? Jessica said, who all off in this game? Zion questionable. He's probably out first night of a back-to-back. I don't know if LaMelo playing or not because LaMelo didn't play last game either. And Misi, he got illness? So he might be out as well. Residual said, Gal on that BBC. Yeah, she on that British broadcast channel, though. I know that's what you meant by that. Tough stuff when you... Oh, man. See, I almost read that, Brian. You almost tricked me. David O'Connor said, I'm watching another Pel game to Bill out of here. Yeah, Bill got to get the fuck. If I didn't have to, though, I would love to watch it. I watched like 4 teams. I watched the Raptors. I watched Memphis. And occasionally I catch the Clippers. But mainly I have to watch the Pelicans because I got to report on the shit. But if I could not watch the Pelicans, boy, I'd be thrilled. Let me see. It's reported Gail wanted to keep Willie this year. Yeah, I remember that as well. Matt Cunt said the teams can't leave Poole open. Once he gets in his rhythm, it's hard to stop him. The Clipper game was an example. They let him, got 2 open shots, and he started making that shit from 31 feet. Also, Poole knows how to get to that free throw line. I think that's very smart. My dogs, I'm going to bring Rufus in here, coach them boys, teach them boys how to play with them uptown. Yeah, yo, call Big Rufus. We call Big Rufus, homie, for real. Kelvin Dennis say, crazy how rudimentary pick and roll can fix this team. Craziness. Tired of seeing Zion post up in the corner and not touch the ball for multiple possessions. Dog, it's just fucking weird. Zion has scored 3 possessions in a row. Timeout. That's enough of that shit. Do what we practice, guys. Don't give that motherfucker the ball. You're like, what the fuck is going on here? It's bizarre. That's why, man, I don't know, dog. People, I don't know, dog. Like, on the real, man, that shit look fishy, dog. I'm not saying nobody doing nothing, but that shit look fishy, dog. And with all this shit that they done uncovered with the NBA, that's just the motherfuckers they caught. You know what I'm saying? That's just the motherfuckers they caught. JB be taking over soon because why stop him from being a part of coaching and being a head coach? Yeah, that's true. That's true. Look, that's what I'm talking about, Mont Dog. I'm gonna drop that motherfucking tape. I'm putting cases on all you motherfuckers. This nigga, Kane was a buster. I ain't gonna lie. Kane was a buster. He was down with his people, but Kane was a buster. Kane let Harold go out. I mean, he avenged Harold, but Kane was a buster. Let me see why they have to trade their first round pick for this draft class, David. I don't understand it. I really don't. They must really have to believe in Derek Queen. And I think Queen got the talent. I think the talent is there. I think we saw some of it already, but you got to give him consistent minutes so we can see it. You know, Aaron Burke said, "Yo, Terrell Calvin caught me watching y'all, told me to tell you what's up." Yo, Terrell is my dog. That's my big brother over there at UNO. Shout out to my dog Terrell, my sister Anitra. Tell Terrell I say what's up. That's my brother. Love him. They look lost on the basketball floor. Yo, they look lost, lethargic. Cause it's hard to operate with no direction, dog. It really is. LL, what's up, dog? Residual say I check every 20 minutes. You can start refreshing, L. Residuals. I'm sorry, brother. I don't think it's happening. I don't think it's happening, brother. I don't think it's happening. And I don't know, dog. I think it might happen, but if the media keep poking the bear, I think it'll happen. Like the social media and the national media keep poking the bear and poking the fire, I think it'll happen. Because before, no one really gave a fuck about Willie Green. Now it's starting to circle. I think they didn't anticipate it picking up in the national media. That's why the conspiracy theory that Joe Dumars traded the pick to add some pressure on ownership, it might have some legs. Who knows? Might have some legs. Eddie Don said Beyond looking nice in Toronto. Yeah, they doing their thing in Toronto, man. They got the Pelicans need to be in the East, bro. The Pelicans need to be in the East. Toronto last 2 games, right? They played the Cavs without Donovan Mitchell, Garland, and Allen, because Allen got like a fractured finger, right? And it was like a dog fight to the end. The Raptors ended up pulling it off. Then they played Memphis without Ja Morant. Man, I'm like, ain't this a bitch? Meanwhile, the Pelicans, you got like, and they defended Wemby well. The Pelicans defended Wemby well. Wemby only didn't go off on 2 teams. The Pelicans and the other night, I think he scored like 7 points or some shit. Billy CM says Zion won't play tomorrow. Watch. Yeah, I don't know. I only seen Zion play when he's questionable like twice. I think he played against Denver when he was questionable, but I don't think he was really hurt then. I don't know what's going on with this. I think this is like the front end of a back-to-back type shit, personally, because they did 3 games on the road. What was it? They played Halloween night. They played Sunday. They just got back last night at 8. They had an early practice at 11. And they played, they got a back-to-back. 1 at home and 1 on the road. So it might be like a scheduling reason. But I'm like, man, you need all hands on deck. This is not the fucking time. You say you heard my dog, you say you heard Willie on the list? Hey, I don't know. I believe you, though. I don't think you would lie to me. I believe you. Ryan, after a few, what are your overall thoughts on Queen? I think Queen has excellent potential. I think he can do everything. Eric, man, yeah, shout out to Eric, man. Tell my dog, I say what's happening. Yeah, shout out to them privateers, man. Shout out to Master P, UNO. You understand me? What I was about to say, my bad. I lost the question. On Queen, I think Queen can do everything Sengun can do. I think he needs to get more upper body strength, though. But he can do everything Sengun can do. I think in transition, Derek Queen is going to be a menace. In transition, the Pelicans got about 3 players. Like, even Trey Murphy. Trey Murphy rebound the ball. He can go coast to coast. And Derek Queen's handle. And now, one thing I didn't think before was that Derek Queen and Zion was going to be able to work. But Derek Queen, when he gets downhill, he demands so much attention. You can just dump it off to Zion in the dunker spot. And Zion can finish. Now, that's something I didn't anticipate. Derek Queen, that jumper don't look good, though. The jumper look bad. But as far as handle, getting downhill, passing the ball, he can do his thing. He can do his thing. He can do his thing. I ain't gonna lie. He can do his thing. He can do everything Sengun can do. But that don't mean he's gonna be as good as Sengun. I'll say that. Right? I'll say that. Say Willie came in ties on shoe. Yeah, Willie wears slides. He wears slides. Willie don't wear no shoes with no laces. Let's see here. Sean Mitchell, he say, why people in the chat talk about B.I. Gelvis nuts to go watch the rap? And they just asked the question, bro. Damn, Sean. They just asked the question. Shit. Nah, me and my dog. They just asked the question. God damn. Let me see. Queen and Carlo could be nice. Yeah, I'm telling you, dog. Derek Queen's ability to attract attention in the paint. I've seen this several times. Easy dump off for a person who can finish above the rim. Eve's jump is just. Eve kind of got to gather and explode, pause, to dunk the ball. He can't just like leap. You know what I'm saying? So that's kind of. That makes it a little difficult for him. But Eve, his footwork is improved. But in Eve, he just be a second late on them passes, dog. Because when they help on Eve, he'll have Zion in the dunker spot. He just can't really see the pass. The pass be right there. Like, he just is just a little second late. Let's see here. My dog said my main issue with trade is we want him to play off ball movement like Clay Rip Hamilton. Yes, you gotta keep. If you trade, you gotta relocate. You gotta keep relocating, dog. Because the thing I'm starting to notice with the offense is that, but see, that's another thing too, my dog. When you starting Herb, Eve, and Fears, it don't matter if you relocate, because you need a good screen setter to set the screen to free up Trey. Because if I'm the defense, I'm not worried about none of these people. So I'm staying with Trey no matter where he relocates. If you ain't setting a hard brick wall fucking screen to free him up, oh, I'm going with him everywhere. I'm not worried about Herb. I'm not worried about Fair shooting. Zion don't shoot threes. I'm not worried about Eve Macy shooting no threes. I'm staying with the only shooter on the floor. And that's make Willie Green a fucking asshole. Like, because what are you doing? And yeah, Eve and Queen, their hands got to get better. Jordan Poole bird fed them, pause, 2 perfect fucking passes. 2 perfect passes. Oh, and they just fumbled the ball, dog. I'm talking about perfect passes down the middle, split the defense, and they just couldn't hold on to the ball. Ball go out of bounds. Fuck. We could have won that Clippers game. They called travel. Eve catch one of them passes. Queen catch one of them passes, man. We would have won that shit, man. We really would have. But yo, man, y'all hit the like button for me, man. I'm about to get out of here. I appreciate everybody, man, tapping in. Y'all be safe, bro. I'm going to see y'all for the next game. Yeah, I'm going to be doing the game. I'm doing the live games. I ain't doing them in a couple of days because it was Halloween. And then it was Sunday. So I figured y'all will be moving around. You know what I'm saying? But I'm definitely doing all the games. We ain't going to be missing too many games. I just knew y'all would be, running the streets. So, you know what I'm saying? Mondo said, imagine Poole with the Splash Brother. Man, it'll be so easy, Mondo. You know what I'm saying? It'll be easy, bro. It'll be easy. That's why... And that's one thing I give Borrego, dog. Borrego has a mind for offense if you look at some of the offensive sets he drew up before. And you ain't even got to be this no super duper clever motherfucker to draw up that. We could do that, man, dog. Like, we ain't no, like, real coaches like that. Like, man, Willie Green, asshole. But, yo, I appreciate all y'all. Please make sure y'all smash that like button. Hit that notification bell. And, yeah, man, Shut Alive. I hope I gave some of y'all some solace. I gave some of y'all some insight on what's going on behind the scenes. And... just don't believe everything you hear, dog, because a lot of people got agendas. A lot of politics out there, and a lot of people be taking the bait. A lot of motherfuckers take the bait, and and you see how that's turning out for them taking that bait. But yo, I'm out. Y'all be good. Peace. I'll see y'all next time.